And you're going to Rex's to pick lemons?
Yes.
My name is Mollie Engelhart, and I'm the owner and chef of Sage Plant-Based Bistros and Breweries, and I also own this farm, Engelhart Farm, with my husband here in Ventura County.
And then Chris...
Engelhart Farm is a regenerative farm, which means that we're committed to drawing more carbon out of the atmosphere than putting carbon into the environment. We're bringing all the compost from the restaurants back and then putting it back on the trees and having it go back to the restaurants as produce. So what we grow here is a lot of avocados, a lot of oranges, a lot of lemons, and then we have about a ½ acre of greenhouse, and we're growing tomatoes and cucumbers and jalapenos. And then we have row crops, and we grow kale and Swiss chard and cabbage and those things right now. And in the summertime, that will switch to squashes and peppers and eggplant. I don't want anybody to be short of boxes. When the COVID crisis happened, we shifted very quickly in the restaurants, and that took about a week. And then the following week, I had enough room to breathe, and all of a sudden I realized there was a need for the farmers, and specifically Ana Ayala and the Ayala farm. We were already doing the boxes, and so I asked them, do you guys want to do a collaboration box? And they were a little skeptical at first because it wasn't something they were comfortable with. So the first thing we did is I hooked them up with the Altadena Farmers Market, and the first week they got 200 orders. And they were like, we think we're onto something with this, Mollie. You had a good idea. Let's do something together. And we have refrigerated trucks and vans and all types of vehicles and stuff that are not in use for the restaurants right now. And now we're delivering this collaboration box. And we have different neighborhoods we're delivering in, different days of the week, and it's going great. They are actually thinking that maybe by next week they're gonna be selling more produce than they were selling to Sage versus less produce.
So this is our collaboration box with Ana Ayala Farms. This week it has dino kale, it has curly kale, strawberries, we have Haas avocados, we have Pinkerton avocados.
So we do a pickup location in a neighborhood until we get enough people. Once we have 50 people, it's enough to pay a driver and go door to door. So we took this situation that is terrible and scary for everybody, and instead of just plowing our vegetables back into the ground or letting our oranges and avocados and lemons fall onto the ground, we saw an opportunity to provide something directly to people that are at home and afraid, and at least we can give them one little piece of our farm, the abundance we have here, brought to their door or to a pickup location. As a society, I think Americans are disconnected from where our food comes from. We're all connected. No man is an island. We're all, right now, we're saying separate and alone, but more than ever, we realize we cannot survive by ourselves. And farm workers maybe got deemed as essential down the line, but they are the most essential. The people that are growing your food are the most essential people in the whole food chain.
The best part of CSA Packs as a farmer is we can give them whatever we have. It's a seasonal. That to me, and as a farmer, it's the best because you're not like, oh, they don't want this, oh, they don't. It's not a choice. Just take it. In the future, we might want to get in 3 or 4 different farmers because not every single farm grows the same thing. You know, some farms they grow different kind of avocado, different kind of citrus, different kind of stuff. So we still keep the pipe running, and at the same time we keep all farmers together.
I hope that people out of this whole thing remember that if we just keep only eating food from thousands and thousands of miles away, that every time there's a crisis or an emergency, we won't have any food. But if we learn how to eat food locally and we learn how to support the people growing food around us, when there's a crisis and we can't travel, we'll still have enough.